Windows 12 is supposedly coming with a completely new design, a floating taskbar, a modular system, powerful local AI, and perhaps even a monthly subscription. There's only one problem. Microsoft has never announced Windows 12. Reliable reports say it will not arrive in 2026. The famous floating taskbar comes from a design shown almost 4 years ago. The project, often described as the foundation of Windows 12, may already be dead, and the subscription story has no reliable evidence behind it. So is Windows 12 completely fake? Not exactly. Because while the most popular rumors are wrong, Microsoft really has tested a new kind of operating system built around Copilot and AI agents. A leaked project called Aion shows a computer where AI begins to replace the start menu, opens applications, finds files, and completes work for the user. At the same time, Microsoft and Nvidia are preparing RTX Spark laptops with ARM processors, powerful RTX graphics, and up to 128 gigabytes of unified memory. These machines could give Windows the same kind of change Apple achieved with its own processors, and this may explain why Windows 12 has not appeared yet. Microsoft may be waiting for the hardware, applications, and AI technology to become ready, but it may also be facing a much bigger problem. Windows is still the most popular desktop operating system in the world, yet more people are choosing Macs. Windows users are losing trust, and Windows 11 needed almost 4 years to become more popular than Windows 10. Microsoft does not simply need another version of Windows. It needs to give people a reason to become excited about Windows again. So let us separate the real Windows 12 information from the fake leaks, and then examine the technology that could shape Microsoft's next operating system. First, the most important fact, there is no officially announced product called Windows 12. Microsoft has not confirmed the name, release date, design, features, or hardware requirements. Sources familiar with Microsoft's plans say there will be no Windows 12 release in 2026. The earliest realistic possibility is believed to be 2027, but even that is only an estimate. The rumors, however, have been appearing for years. One of the biggest is CorePC. CorePC was a real Microsoft project reported in 2023. Its goal was to create a smaller and more flexible version of Windows. Important system files could be separated from applications and personal data. That could make Windows safer, easier to repair, and faster to update. Different devices could also receive different versions of the operating system. This sounded like a perfect foundation for Windows 12. But CorePC was originally expected to produce something around 2024. That never happened. Current reports suggest the original project may have been cancelled, changed, or separated into other Windows projects. Microsoft may still use some of its ideas, but CorePC is not proof that Windows 12 is coming. Then there is Hudson Valley. This name is often described as the secret code name for Windows 12. In reality, it belonged to an older Windows development plan. Many of its ideas later became part of Windows 11. The famous floating taskbar has a similar story. Microsoft really showed an unusual desktop design in 2022, but it was only an early idea. Microsoft never called it Windows 12. The image has simply been reused in rumor articles for almost 4 years. And the subscription rumor? Microsoft may charge for advanced AI services, but there is no reliable evidence that normal users will need a monthly payment simply to use Windows. A popular 2026 report combined all these old stories and presented them as a new Windows 12 leak. The report was later corrected, and Windows reporters with sources inside Microsoft rejected its main claims. But one recent leak appears to be real, and unlike the floating taskbar, it could show us how Microsoft sees the future. That project is called Aion.